Irongate announced the winners for the Build for Baldr contest today. They got over 200 entries, and finding a winner wasn't easy, I can only imagine. These are amazing builds. Let's look closer at them. First place went to Zug Life, and oh my goodness, this is an amazing build. Irongate said, doesn't it just look like it was taken out of a fairy tale? And I gotta agree. This is beautiful. The way that they blended it into the landscape, the way that they have this hot tub incorporated at the bottom with a totem. They did a great job of switching up the stonework on the build and adding details in wood. And I love the tops on all of the towers. That was a great way of using the beams to come together. This is just stunning. Congratulations, Zug Life. Second place went to Snowcrash 9231 with a majestic bridge. And third place went to Shelty Brem with this beautiful cottage. Look at this bridge. I don't think I have ever seen a bridge this detailed. It's so artistic looking, and I love how the pattern on the bridge is kind of carried over to the towers on each side. And look at the details. They use the roots from the abomination to look like there's vines growing up the side. That is just beautiful. This beautiful cabin in the woods is by Shelty Brem. And I'm really glad that they chose as one of the winners a build that's a house, like just a house, but it's an amazing house. I love the setting that it's in and the lighting. It reminds me of a Thomas Kincaid painting, actually. One of the things that caught my eye is the way that they did the lattice in the windows. At first I was like, what is that? And then I realized it's how they combined the lattice to create that pattern in the middle, which is just kind of like a little circle window. It's beautiful. I love the detailing coming out from the edges, like this little bay window sticking out over here on the left. It's gorgeous. Definitely a winner. They wanted to highlight these 10 builds because they are so amazingly creative, and I can see why they would do that. And I see some familiar names in here too. Let's take a closer look. This beautiful build of Asgard is submitted by my friend Jiroc The Viking. I'll leave a link to the video that he made about it down in the description. There's so much detail on this, it's hard to even know where to start. Look at that rainbow road. If I remember correctly, they did that by putting items on placeholders underneath the crystals to make them glow. The steeples on this build, all the little walkways around. It's just beautiful. Nice job, Jiroc. This build is by Requimorn, and I love the details in it. If y'all haven't used wood beams to make patterns in a floor, that's something you definitely got to add to your toolkit. You can make such beautiful designs. And look at the roof on this build and the round tower above with all the details in it. Gorgeous. Now this build is done by my buddy Dipstick. How friggin' creative is this? He posted a picture of this in my Discord, and I made the comment about how creative it was and all the details. And I love how he used the shields on the plate as like cookies beside the computer. And he pointed out to me that those are not shields, they're tables. Like, my brain didn't comprehend that tables would be the small thing on this build. When he stands on it, he's like much shorter than the coffee cup. This is huge. And what a creative idea. Seeing the world of Valheim through the computer screen and all the lighting in the computer. Dipstick is a fabulous builder. Congratulations. Look at this treehouse by Isakun. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, but I love a treehouse, and this is just gorgeous. This has got to be one of the prettiest tree houses I've ever seen. It's beautiful, the landscaping that they used to have behind it with the different biomes, the roofs, the walkways, the different levels, the circular feel to the build. It's beautiful. If you like massive castles, then Cartmaniac has something for you. I wonder if this was built in creative because that is such a huge amount of stone. I like how it has different shapes integrated around it in different parts. Like it has the round tower and then a square tower and the big room over here that's like round on the end. It gives it a diversity of effect, I think. And there's like, I don't even see hardly any wall around that doesn't have any kind of detail on it. This is just stunning. It's so beautiful. Beautiful with the snow on it too. Great job. French Toast Fella has made a castle worthy of a god. Apparently, look at this thing. All the different levels. I love how it kind of goes up, up, up on the mountain as if it's built into the rock face. I mean, I imagine it is built into the rock face. All of the turrets and the different shapes. I wonder if they grew that tree in the middle or if that was like one of the really big ones that they just left there. And look at this double circle kind of entrance building over here. That's such an interesting shape to include. I haven't seen that shape a lot in game. Gorgeous, darling. Skander brings us this village. It's so homey and welcoming looking. I love the detail on the roofs. And look over here on the left at all of this design on this room that comes over like an overhang on that building. That kind of detailing really brings the build to life, much more than just vanilla. Like the extra effort went in to make those little touches. They use a lot of jutting out little roofs from the sides of the buildings and overhangs and stuff. That makes it seem much more realistic to me. And of course they got a maypole there, so bonus for that. Okay, now this right here is by Makin' Bacon, and it's called the Wizard's Tower. And I know it's called the Wizard's Tower because I watched him and some of his friends building this on stream on Twitch. Excellent streamer. I'll put his link below too. But let me tell you something. This I know was built in vanilla. That's impressive, right? And how the whole thing kind of looks like it's floating almost somehow. I mean, figuring out the structural integrity to do all of this is a feat in and of itself. Not to mention the patterns and the detailing. This is beautiful. That is like one of the most unique builds I have ever seen. I love it. I know I've told you before, but that's gorgeous. Good job, Bacon. Madison Sobczak built this beautiful cottage in the woods. I gotta say, cottages in the woods always tug at my heartstrings. I love them. It looks so peaceful and picturesque. You don't want to think about a troll that might be around the corner coming to bash your build down. It's really nice how the landscaping is incorporated around it. The little paths that are made that seem realistic, like this is how it would actually be. There'd be a walkway here. The dirt would be worn down there. Very pretty. And this castle was erected by South Silly. The different levels give it such a more visual interest to it. And look at all the different sizes and shapes of towers. I even like the little path leading up to the guard gate to get into the wall. It's nice how it has different depths of detail coming out from the walls and rooms built out from the edge. The peak points on top of towers is always really pretty and amazing to me because you have to build those by hand in this game. And it's really cool how they put banners on top of the towers too, like they're flags in the wind. Nice job. If you have a build you'd like to show off, join my Discord. I'd love to see your pictures. Which one of these was your favorite? Until next time, happy gaming!